Fred beach just this morning. Fred!
In the house! Store for the winter? You'll need a raise.
Hey, lad! Don't you want a
Henry,
little
I'm so glad to see you.
What now? Should we take a walk?
You don't give up, do you? Well, let me think. I've got lots to do right now. But I'd love to go another time. Will you come and see me again?
As her ladyship commands?
You jester.
What on earth are you talking about?
What are you doing here, nearby a corpse? Nearby a murder?
I'm travelling the province in the service of Sir Radzig Kabila.
Sir Radzig? Heavens, begging your pardon. I didn't mean anything. All right, I suppose you're not the guilty one after all.
I'm glad you saw sense. We'll just have to report it to someone. Unfortunately, there's not much we can do about it.
Na bassza meg! Meguntad az élet?
going on there?
Ladies and gentlemen, good men.
Father, I need your help urgently.
You? I recognize you. You're the Scarlet's blacksmith's son.
Yes, that I am.
I'm sorry. What did you want?
It may sound strange, but I need you to go back to St. James. The locals need their spiritual shepherd.
No. No, certainly not, my boy. That's one place I shan't be going back to.
Don't you feel any shame? Think of all those Christians who faced death and never betrayed their faith.
That's something else entirely.
No, it's not. They weren't afraid to face death, and you're squirming at the thought of some slight danger.
Haven't you seen how they ransacked the place? Does that seem slight to you? Well, not to me.
The Cumans are gone, but the townsfolk won't come back. And why should they, when the man who ought to set an example, the one they look up to, is shitting himself?
I am ashamed. More than you can imagine, but not quite enough to get myself killed for it. I'm a man of the cloth, not a man at arms. So I shall politely decline your offer.
Do tell me, Father, why don't you like the Ratai priest exactly?
Have you never met him? Now, there's a man without any fellow feeling or morals. When he sits in judgment, he's needlessly cruel. Yet when he's censored, he whines and complains. He thinks only of himself and his own desires.
You're right. He really is like that. But how can you criticize him when you're turning your back on your calling out of fear?
That's not the same thing at all.
Isn't it? Maybe not to you or him, but the people won't see it that way. You've both failed your flocks.
You can't possibly mean that. I'm nothing like that ignoramus.
It comes down to the same thing in the end. Having a scoundrel for a priest or having nobody at all. You have a calling, so follow it.
I don't know who you think you are to sit in judgment on me, but I've no desire to get killed. When Sir Ratzig returns to Skalitz, that's when I shall too, and not a day before.
As you wish. Why? It is your parish, after all.
A parish that's little but a ruin these days. And besides, God forgive me, but I'm afraid. All kinds of ruffians are on the rampage around Skalitz.
It isn't completely safe, but most of them are gone.
As my father used to say, why take the risk?
How did you manage to get out of Skalitz?
I didn't. I wasn't there during the raid. I was here at Sasau for confession.
And why aren't you with our folks at Ratai? What if Sir Radzig has need of you?
Look, here I'm an honored guest and well cared for. In Ratai, there's hardly room enough for the refugees already there. And what's more, the parish priest doesn't like me, which happens to be mutual. The last thing I want to be doing is haggling with him over where I can sleep or how many slices of bread I'm allowed to eat.
He certainly isn't known for being generous.
God be with you.
Father, I'd like to speak with you one more time about your return.
I already told you, I'm not going anywhere.
You think he had blue blood? What is it this
May the
time?
Lord watch over
He
you.
brought me a hare and said make something special.
Father, when do you plan to return to St. James?
I beg your pardon. Why do you ask, my boy?
Your housekeeper, Agnes, is in Ratai and doesn't want to work for anyone else. She's waiting for your return.
So she survived. Thank the Lord.
That's
I prayed for her and all who suffered, but I'm not going back.
Look,
Tell
it's
her
all
I
about
appreciate her
the
concern, but to
Just
look out
roast
for
it with a
herself
bit of
now.
lard,
Good luck
the
to
same
you.
as usual, but add some rosemary and juniper.
Good God. What happened to your clothes? If you were robbed, you should report it.
I asked around in Sasau. Father Francis is doing well in Sasau. He has no plans to return to St. James anytime soon.
You talked to him? How is he doing? Doesn't he need his cassock fixed? He's always tearing it. There isn't a pew or a step he hasn't tripped over at one time or another.
As I said, he's doing just fine.
Good luck then. Goodbye.
God be with you.
I chose a cook as well. Should I tell you or go to Hagen?
Tell me who you chose, and I'll take care of it.
I chose old Agnes for the cook's job. I had a job convincing her, but it was worth it. She's the best cook around.
Glad to hear it. I'll have to drop in on Hagen for lunch sometime. See you later.
not live by
Good health to you.
What am I to do with these things I pilfer? No one will buy stolen goods from me.
Buying and selling stolen goods is a crime. But if they're worth something, I can make sure they're, properly cared for. Not that I'd buy them from you, but I could, store them for you. And you'll get some coin for, taking care of them before.
So if someone loses something, and I happen to find it, I can bring it to you to store, and I'll get groschen for it.
That's the arrangement.
I've got some goods here whose owners might miss them.
All right. Let's see what we can do about that.
Good day to you. What do you need?
Let's talk about the price.
Well, we can try it.
What about this?
I'd almost shake on that. Almost. No deal then. May the Lord watch over you.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Naturally.
Are we agreed?
Close. Drop the price a bit more and we'll shake on it.
That's a sum I can live with.
With salt, caraway seeds, garlic, and more. You'll find it nowhere else.
Good day to you. What do you need?
May the Lord watch over you.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Sure, why not?
Are we agreed?
That's not enough.
Can we do something about the price?
Aye.
Is this enough?
That sounds pretty interesting. A little less and I'll be satisfied. Aye, that would do it. God be with you.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Naturally.
Are we agreed?
Come now. Just a little more and we have a deal.
Very well, I agree.
Good day to you. What do you need?
Take care of that.
Can we do something about the price?
Naturally.
Is this enough?
Well, now, a little more and we'll shake on it.
Agree?
That's not enough.
I'll go for that.
A grocer. Whatever. With salt, caraway seeds, garlic,